morning, everybody. We are pleased to start our first ever virtual Best Speaker contest with this quote. If you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. We feel privileged to extend my warm welcome, and we are so glad to take you through the extraordinary event. Let's brace ourselves for an exciting evening.
You join us in this venture, which is Harvard International School's first ever virtual Best Speaker contest. I am Amana Naufal.
And I am Zan Ziad.
And we will be the host for this evening. Please join us to listen our school's vision and mission.
Harvard International School Matale. Vision. Our vision is to establish self-disciplined, confident and responsible citizens who can demonstrate and articulate the knowledge and skills that they had acquired through learning, which will develop them into well-rounded personalities prepared to cope with the technologically modernized and globalized world. Mission. Harvard International School seeks to create a challenging teaching, learning environment by enabling the students to improve their innate talent, skills, and encourage high expectations for success through development and establishing values that will allow them to act with thoughtfulness and humanity. Thank you.
A very good evening to our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Thiru Sayandan, our esteemed panel of judges, Mrs. Sunetra Fonseca, Mrs. Renuka Karya Peruma, Mrs. Dinathi Ranatunga, Founder and Director Mr. Akram Nadir, Mrs. Zulkiana Ziad, Mrs. Fariza Ziad, Principal Mr. Mohammad Mujahid, Sectional Head Ms. Rishman Zehana, and dear teachers, parents, well-wishers, contestants, students, and my dearest viewers. Welcome to the Harvard International School Matale inaugural virtual Best Speaker contest.
To keep with the formalities of the contents of this caliber, it is over to you, Mr. Zayad, to introduce our chief guest and to read out the rules and regulations of today's contest.
Thank you, Miss Amana. It is great honor for me to introduce and welcome the chief guest of the startlingly beautiful evening. He is Mr. Thiru Sayandan, currently the CEO of Sunshine Healthcare Lanka Limited, which is a leading healthcare business in Sri Lanka for more than 5 decades. Mr. Sayandan has more than 30 years of multinational experience in pharmaceuticals and medical devices. He is currently a doctoral candidate possessing an MBA carrying Chartered Marketer and practicing marketer titles. To his credit, he is a fellow of Chartered Institute of Marketing, Sri Lanka, Institute of Marketing and Institute of Management of Sri Lanka. During his leisure time, Mr. Sayandan focused on teaching MBA students and developing people.
Congratulations to all of you who have embarked on a public speaking mission. Well done. Because if you get into leadership, suppose you play the role of a monitor in a school, or if you're appointed as the principal, if you become a CEO, or if you become the president, you need to have the courage to speak to the public. Do you know something? The number one fear of all is public speaking. People prefer to die than getting on stage. So people have the fear to speak in public. So here you have the courage, you are displaying your courage by embarking yourself in public speaking. Well done. Talking about public speaking, there are two important elements. Number one is the content, second is the style. Or in other words, what you say becomes your content, how you say become your style. When you speak of the content, always keep in mind what is the purpose of the speech, who are the audience, and what you're going to speak. At this time, it is important to select Is it an informative speech where you give information? Or is it a humorous speech? Is it an inspirational speech? So you can choose the type of speech that you want to make. Talking of the style or how you say, the important factors are the body language, your gestures, your posture, your body stance, all the non-verbal elements. And why not even your vocal variety? The tone of your voice, how you deliver a sad message will be different from how you deliver a happy message. Or a statement that you make in anger versus a statement that you may make when you are passive. So all these elements put together makes the style of your speech or the non-verbal communication. So always remember, in a speech, two important elements are very key. The content, what you say, and the style, how you say. Always remember this. The second factor I would like to remind you, or that you should remember, is that in a speech, how you structure them. When you structure a speech, 10% of your speech should be the opening. Always have that punch when you start the speech. They say, if you don't grab the audience in the first 20 seconds, you have lost the audience. So have that attention grabbing opening, which should be 10% of your speech. Then comes the body of the speech, which should be 70%. So this has the content. So once you research whom you are going to speak and what the content, this is where you will have detailed research data with you. 70% of the content should come in next. And finally is your close, which should be 20% of your speech. And a close is where you need to keep in mind, where you summarize your speech and leave the audience with that memorable thought. When people leave the stage or the audience after listening to you, these are your take home. So the second factor I would like to remind is, have a 10% of the opening of the speech, 70% of the body, and 20% in closing. So these are the two factors I would like to leave with you in deciding. So once again, let me congratulate on your courage to take on the public speaking, and I would like to end by saying, speech is power, speech is to persuade, speech is to convert, and speech is to compare. Let me wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech. And here are the rules and regulations for today's contest. 53 participants will face the judges at the final round. The judges' decisions are final and can never be questioned. Inquiries and protests will not be entertained. Minimum and maximum times are allowed as grades as following. LKG and UKG less than 1 minute. Grade 1, 2 and 3 1 to 2 minutes. Grade 4 and 5 1 to 2 minutes. Grade 6 and 7 3 to 4 minutes. Grade 8, 9 and 11 4 to 5 minutes. Reading of notes are not permitted. Any form of prompting is prohibited. I wish all the contestants best of luck. Thank you. Next up, we have the final participants and their topics.
How would you make your school better by Aina Anas?
Importance of hobby by Dushantan Dinoj.
Excessive use of mobile phone by Isa Fauzan.
Why is it important to brush your teeth by Haziq?
Family and Friends by Hamdi Azam.
How is rainbow formed by Rahil?
My Ambition by Raifa Rishad.
Importance of kindness by Raika.
Let's Keep Our Surrounding Clean by Ramla.
Pollution by Riha.
Teacher Noble Profession by Riyam.
Violence on television by Shafki Sarjul.
My Favorite Animal by Shizan.
Healthy eating habits by Abid.
Reading Storybooks by Zirwa.
Respect elders by Shuhail.
Reading Storybooks by Amri.
My Ambition by Binuli.
My Family by Krish Diwan.
How rainbows are formed by Muslim Mirzan.
Importance of Kindness by Noora.
My Ambition by Shara.
My Ambition by Tarundi Velagedara. My Ambition by Tarundi Velagedara.
Why it is important to brush your teeth by Yumna Shabri.
Healthy Eating Habits by Amandi.
Water pollution by Amin.
Respecting Elders by Amman Ziad.
My Ambition by Fatima Asma.
How can food be recycled by Harin?
Friendship by Kenole.
Friendship by Raid Rishad.
Kindness by Rimsha Rishad.
Teachers Noble Profession by Rushda.
Excess use of mobile phone by Sandali.
Let's keep our environment clean by Shahda Hafil.
Respecting Elders by Zaina.
Reading books by Zuha Irfan.
Respecting Elders by Arun.
Immunity System by Fatima Ayeshika.
Mobile Games versus Outdoor Sports by Denet Anhas.
Immunity System by Harita.
Laughter is the best medicine by Induvara.
Who has been the most influential person in your life and why? By Nirmani.
Manners Matters by Noha.
Laughter is the best medicine by Rima.
COVID-19 by Rachel.
Let's keep our environment clean by Shishan.
Global Warming by Shahib Ahmed.
Hunting animals should be banned by Tinetra.
Global Warming by Zaina.
Global Warming by Bufti Ramzeen.
Mobile Games versus Outdoor Sports by Omar Shafi.
Immunity System by Atifa Shahim. Dear all, as we have come to the distinguished winning moment of our Best Speaker contest of Harvard International School, Matale. Here we go with the winners of the first category.
The second runner-up, Shafki Shaju. There are two first runner-ups, Aina Anas and Hazi. And the winner is Isa Fauzan.
Now moving towards the second category, the winners are second runner-up, Yumna Shabri. First runner-up, Tarun Divela Gedara. And the winner is Shara.
Forwarding towards the final results of the third category participants. The second runner-up, Kenole. The first runner-up, Aman Ziad. And the winner is Fatima Asma.
Ahead with the winners list of the fourth category contestants. Second runner-up, Shahid. First runner-up, Harita. And the winner is Nirmani.
The final results of the fifth category, the achievers are: second runner-up goes to Atifa Fahim, first runner-up goes to Mufti Ramzi, and the winner is Omar Shafi.
Good evening everybody. This is a message to all of the parents. First, I want to thank you all. You have done a very good job here. You have helped your children a lot. Now they have learned a lot, I can see clearly. And I want to pay my gratitude to the Harvard International School first. And my dear parents, now you have hopes with you all how your children will become a good citizen in the society. I think now you have laid the foundation for that. I think the Harvard International School will help you to do a lot. They will do a miracle for you all. My dear parents, what you have done so far is excellent. Now these children, they did well. They did their speeches nicely. And little bit improvement should be there. Time to time, your teachers will help you to overcome from these problems. So I think you can improve day by day. This is most needed thing in the society. You have to speak. Now, you know, this is one of the best skills to improve your speaking, the speech. So, one by one, you have to do good speeches. That means day by day you have to improve. As the parents, you all have to give your support to your children to improve them for the public speaking. That is must. You know why the parents, they send their children to the international schools? Because they expect their children will be very clever in speaking. They will be superb in speaking. When they were speaking, I think you also must feel like that. Okay? So my dear parents, please give your support to your students. The teachers in the Harvard International School will give their support to improve these children. as well as you also can give your support as the parents. So once again, I thank all the parents, those who support their children to give their support to these speeches over here. Thank you very much for you all.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank Howard International School for inviting me to take part in judging public speaking contest that was arranged by your school, and it was really nice going through your speeches, and you all have taken much effort in preparing yourselves for the speeches, and everybody did nicely, and we of course are really happy about you all. You have done a good job there. Wish you all best of luck in future, and congratulations, dear sons and daughters. And here I'll take this chance just to tell you that you need to improve, like in some points, right? Where when public speaking is of course really important, especially you should you should have this skill with you all when you grow up. When whatever the occupation that you are dealing with, you should be you should be able to speak in public, and you should be able to address the gatherings. So that I think that Howard International School has taken much effort in inculcating these valuable things in yourselves. So in when looking at the speeches, what we really encountered was like you all were very nice, they were really good, but yet there were some points where you have to improve. When you are doing a speech, you usually don't loiter about. There were some students who just loitered here and there. Please avoid such things. Stress and intonation, where you should put force, you should put force. Where you should stop, you should stop. Where you have to just go at a stretch, you should go at a stretch. So pay attention into these things, but yet you have done a good job. And one major thing that we noticed was you are well versed in digital prompting. Please don't go for things like this, because the person who's looking at your video, the person who's looking at you can identify that this is not natural. Your speeches should be really natural. I think that beyond all these things, you all have done a great job. I think you all have got yourselves prepared for about 2-3 months, if I am correct. Don't know whether more than that. Even then, wish you all the very best in your future.
It was our extreme pleasure to watch the kids performing, and all the speeches were amazing.
Thank you so much for your participation, and wish you good luck in your future endeavors. We are signing off from our Best Speaker Contest 2021. Stay home and stay safe.